Hello people of YouTube, and welcome back to my playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. Meant to record this sooner, but I live in Florida and Hurricane Milton decided to make an appearance. But got my life back in order, and now we get back to this. So let's load the game back up. Now, last time, to recap, we had saved Elysian from in the catacombs after Leon had sent one of his minions to break in and, well, attempt to steal the king's staff. And we found another one of those evil crystals. Anyways, looks like this guy has a quest for us, so let's talk to him.
Can't see a single good option here.
Oh. Okay, my controller disconnected. Let me fix that. Oh, what shall I do? I cannot buy medicine that my sick daughter needs. Medicine? Is that expensive? Yes, it is. Or, to put it more accurately, it costs more than what a Mistari in the city is capable of earning. My daughter won't be long for this row if I can't get my hands on this medicine. My heart aches to see her racked by a cough. You know what? I'll buy it for you, boxhead person.
Yeah.
Also, why do you have a box on your head? Our mission is still our top priority, but it shouldn't take up too much of our time to squeeze in a quick shopping trip and help them out. What? Don't be ridiculous. We Mistari are treated poorly, but people here hate the Elda even more. I've heard that all Elda are anathema to Sacnantis. The medicine can be purchased at church, but I doubt they do business with you. I'd have to try. Well, it's a respiratory medicine called the Breath of Fresh Air. They sell at St. Firmus Church. I'm hesitant to get my hopes up, but should you somehow obtain it, please bring it to me.
If so,
St. Firmus Church should be on Sunlimo Street. Think they'll sell some medicine?
let's give it a shot.
Probably have another quest. So this also has a deadline. Okay. Rewards for solving people's requests are not limited to just money or items. You can even unlock a new archetype. The harder the request, the greater the reward you can expect. But you may be requested to slay certain monsters outside the city, for example. You can review requests you've already taken in the quest section of the main menu. Enemy difficulty is also noted there, so you don't have to attack quests blindly. Requests with deadlines. Some requests have time limits. If you fail to meet the request in a designated time, it'll be marked expired. You can no longer acquire rewards for requests past the deadline, so keep an eye on your time. You can review the deadline in the quest section of the main menu. Okay. What does this guy have to say? Knowledgeable man. If I may ask you just one thing, are you going to the Grand Cathedral? Hey, who told you that? Ha! Calm yourself. There is no need to be so wary. I won't say a word about it to anyone else. On the contrary, I'd like to help you. I've got the intel on monsters in the Grand Cathedral, and you could always use more information, couldn't you? Information. I'm what some call an informant. I sell information, so how about any interest in paying for knowledge? Buying intel gives you more than just what you've heard from the informants. It has various effects such as unlocking information about enemies in battle user analysis. Informants can be found sulking around in taverns across Eucornia. Consider seek them out, especially if you want hints about what to do next. You can view information you purchased in the item section of the main menu via the information panel. Well, let's buy the Grand Cathedral information. I have plenty of money. If you're selling going into Grand Cathedral, be wary. I've heard that place is a veritable den of monsters by now. I must assume this is the work of that man, that necromancer. Just the thought of those bones and corpses move on their own sends chills down my spine. I heard they're weak to light magic. In addition, skeletal ones are weak to physical blows. Let your fists fly and smack them around. I've also heard about a moving stone statue. Couldn't tell you why, but there's statues in there that come to life. They apparently are immune to sword attacks, so be careful. I've heard they're weak to wind magic, so if you're heading over there, keep light, wind, and weapons in your arsenal. That's all I know. I know a little of your moves, but regardless, I hope you succeed. That man needs to be stopped and end this madness at the cathedral. You are right. I received a scrap paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I put it away so I can check it later. Okay. Well, let me know if anything else you want to hear about. I know this say like the back of my hand. I'll stay here a while, but my regulars haunt the Honeybee Inn. Does sound like his information could be useful to us, but the Honeybee Inn, a shady-like looking guy like him is a regular there? Oh. Let's talk to Hulkenberg. I apologize for making you shoulder the burden of captaincy, but if you have the strength the title demands, I trust you wield it well. We cannot leave the Grand Cathedral in its current state. Shall we be off to it? We have other things to do at the moment. I see. Do not tarry over long, then. First, let's... I'm trying to figure... Am I? That's popularity ring. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to... Somewhere there was a way to hop on a sword. This is a quest. No, it's not. Sorry, let me check this now. Tutorials. Says blade writing. There it was. Oh, it's B. Now I feel like an idiot. Out of my sight, filthy Elda. Someone's shouting at us from upstairs, but don't let it to you. You haven't done anything wrong. Hey, did you hear that? It sounded like a cry of pain somewhere nearby. Seems like it's this guy. Man in pain. Hey there. Do you have any medicinal herbs? My stomach is killing me. He's in pretty rough shape. A medicinal herb would go a long way, and you have 12 on hand. Will you give him one? Sure. Thank you.
You saved me.
I feel a bit better. You're a kind one. People normally pay no mind to a parapist like me, but you really helped me. Here, take this as thanks. Here is incense. That was nice of you to make that man so happy. Let's hope he gets better. Yep. This guy's the guy that converts mag.
What can I do? What are you playing at?
This is a map. Sunlimo Street. Let's fast travel Sunlimo Street, go to Grand Cathedral, get that medicine.
What's happened?
I keep accidentally doing that. See, so... Oh, I walked past the church, I think. Oh, this is just quest, but let's grab it. And Elda, sorry, but would you mind keeping a distance from... No, wait, are you perhaps Elda who's been frequenting the hushed IB Inn of late? Am I already that famous? Well, for better or for worse, your tribe certainly stand out, but more importantly, your reaction gave you away. You do frequent the IB Inn. You see, I work in a very high-end hotel as an apprentice cook, but so far all I've been entrusted to with are chores. My dream is to become a 5-star chef. To that end, I've been researching various cuisines of the city, and the hushed IB Inn has caught my nose, if you will. I made the mistake of telling my superiors I want to go, but they stopped me cold. If I learned to cook from a therapist, it'll damage our kitchen's reputation, they said. They told me if I even get caught setting foot in Sunshade Road, I'd be fired on spot. And I'm a Nida, and he doesn't even trust me. It's the same tired prejudice. Nidas are liars and cheats, and so on. So if it's not too much trouble, can I ask for your help with something? I'd like you to go help out with the cooking at the Hush IB Inn, then report back to me about what it was like. The only catch is, my employer has some high priority guests coming soon. So if possible, I'd like you to get back to me by June 19th. I'd like to learn about their ingredients and what the kitchen's like. And of course, the taste of food. Naturally, I'll make it worth your while. How's that sound? Sure, I can do that. Thank you much. Thank you so much. You are truly kind agreeing to help out a stranger you've only just met. I'll finally know what makes that kitchen tick. So this one we could actually do after the main quest. So that's good. Keep in mind that just like that, you're agreeing to help that guy. But I suppose Fabienne has helped us a lot, so it wouldn't hurt to pay her back by helping in the kitchen. From what I've heard, the Hush IB Inn is really busy at night, so when the sun sets, let's ask Fabienne what we can do to help. Let's see. Any other quests on this? There is another quest over here. Hold up, what's this guy here? Chai Elder. Oh my, is that a fairy I see? Ha! A real fairy. Well, I'll be. Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make such a big deal of it? I should explain, my family has something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell you one? So you grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you've got fairies on the mind. If I listen to a tale, my imagination might improve. This is going to take some time, so if you had other plans for today, let's come back another time. What do you think? I'm a bit busy right now, but we'll come back to this. We know where this guy is now. Then there was a quest over here. Oh. Igniter merchants. Yes. I remember you, Elda. Seems like I was right about you not being a local. I've heard rumors. My sources suggest you and Grius were working together. Huh? How did you know that? I own a magic igniter shop, and I do have some sway with the residents of Sunshade Row. But you needn't worry, I have no intention of turning you in. In exchange for my discretion, though, for lack of better words, would you be willing to do a job for me? What job? A dangerous one, shall we say. I imagine a colleague of Grius would likely have skills and discretion required, however. Perhaps I better look at elsewhere. I didn't realize how young you are on first glance. I prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works to some degree. Too much risk otherwise. Don't want your death on my conscience. With a retort that demonstrates your royal virtues, you gained the upper hand when new supporters. Consider the type of ruler you'd like to be and respond well when someone questions your capabilities. This lady owns an igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking a job, not too crazy. At least describe the danger, lady. But I don't have the wisdom to assess danger myself. If my wisdom were informed, I'd be able to judge if I can. I'm not gonna be held liable for Hey, just stop, but she's really not seeing. She's not really seeing you, is she? She thinks you're a bad guy, but she absolutely is defining you by your tribe age. But if we can get her to see us actual person, I feel like she'd tell us more. I bet we make an impression we helped our people around. Let's see if there's anything we do for people here. I'll gather information for you if you're just unsure about anything. Just ask. Just don't forget, we still have to do something at the Grand Cathedral too, got it? That's the igniter shop. Don't need to go in there. It's a church we need to. St. Firmus Church. Shop Sanctor. Clogier, I can see that you're Elda. I'll not turn you away if you come with purpose, however. I do hope you will keep it brief. Thank you. I think we've heard you sell a type medicine called the Breath of Fresh Air here. Breath of Fresh Air, you say? We typically only make it the particular remedy available to those who have accepted the light of sanctism. But let it be known that we practice generosity. By special exception for an Elda, you may demonstrate your sincerity by purchasing it for 500 reeve. For an Elda? You are raising the price because of his tribe? Surely you would not expect your vulgar tribe to stand as equals among the blessed. Our teachings forbid. Thus, I ask you to demonstrate your sincerity. Bear in mind, to even sell that is give them to you. It's taboo. I'd appreciate a show of gratitude more than words of protest. Now, I'll buy it. Breath of fresh air. He sells other stuff too. Balm of life, I have one. Tranquilizer. We'll keep this for now.
Alright then.
Any quests on... That's the catacomb entrances. St. Firmus Church. The Cathedral. Sunshade Row. Okay.
Head there right away.
What's it all got to do with us anyway?
Just can't stand it.
Well, you're not getting off the hook for
Alright.
It'd be down this way. What is this? Greens, elder boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mistari tribe? We too are rarely seen in Grand Trad. Of course not. No, it's understandable. We rarely make ourselves known to the public after all. So then, any interest in our history and why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share with you if you'd like to know. Mistari history. Learning about them may help us better support those in need, right? That would increase our tolerance. Not today, but we'll come back to him. Keep this guy in mind.
Alright then.
There is another one up there, though. Gotta keep that in mind. Well, let's do either him or the fairy guy today. If we don't find someone that increased our investigation. Come on, Miss Sorry Man, let's give you your medicine. My dear fellow, is that the breath of fresh air? Did you get it for me? Of course, I said I would. Oh, praise be. I give you the deepest of thanks. With this, my dog can be cured. I apologize for having so little faith in you. People have been quite anxious since the incident at the Grand Cathedral, so prices on everything have increased. On top of that, the discrimination against the Mistari and other minor tribes has only worsened. Hardly any shops will serve me. But I digress. Allow me to return the favor. Hardly seems worthy of praise to do something so simple as purchase medicine. It's wrong that with that this problem exists within the country in the first place. She is right. No need to thank us for our medicine. What you did means the world to me. Thank you, truly, for saving my daughter's life. Please, you must take this, a token of my gratitude.
Mission accomplished.
We delivered the breath of fresh air to the Mistari man whose daughter needed it. He thanked me and gave me a reward. Oh, that increased our tolerance. Okay, so you kind of see it increase a little bit. I hear a voice. Thy present glow comes from one of the splendid virtues already dwelling within thee. This glow serves the best as the best kindling to inflame thy followers' trust in thee. Gather the royal virtues and fulfill thy destiny. Your character is measured by 5 royal virtues. Each of them can be increased in various ways. Honing the royal virtues, courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination will help solve your followers' problems and improve your relationships with them. You might improve your virtues by working aiding people or testing your courage. Try talk with Gallica for some ideas. She knows a lot about town and give you more information. An accessory. I'm sorry, but what does it do? It's so rusty I can't tell what it is. I heard you get praise at a shop. Anywhere will do. I'm afraid I don't know more about it, as none of these places would serve me. For crying out loud, they won't even let you shop? Thank you, though. We should get this looked at, Rimuru. Excuse me, but now I must administer the medicine to my daughter. Thank you again, and may our divine relic bless this kind young man. Okay. Your tolerance increased, guy. Let's hold off on that. Gloom Hall. That's not something I can access at the moment, it looks like.
You're not getting off the hook for that.
That's more. Okay.
Alright then.
Now I want to go this way.
Alright then.
Do I turn here? I saw something. No, that's a plain child.
Alright then.
Yeah, it's a vendor.
What can I do?
Activist woman. Excuse me, you've heard of the Elder. You're of the Elder tribe, yes? Have you heard of any negative experiences here in town? Why do you ask? Because many people in this town use tribe differences as an excuse to do the most outrageous things. I'm part of a group working to help those whose tribal origins make them a target for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Traswell. Right now we're collecting funds for our cause, but this cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It truly pains me to ask this of an elder like yourself, but if you could find it in your heart to support our cause, just 250 reeve or so, that alone could save one person from dire circumstances. Sure, I have the money. Thank you. I swear I'll use your donation best I can. I don't believe it. You really donate. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, I could discuss this more with you. There aren't many who support this cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so discouraging. It looks like she's serious about helping out where she can, but she seems kind down. Maybe we cheer her up? Successfully encouraging that activist may help hone my eloquence. What do you think? Not this moment. We'll come back to you though, lady. Comfort connections. This should be able to appraise the sword.
Think of it.
Oh, that reminds me. I think we have something that needs praise. You want to take a look? You don't have to go to a special to get your weapons and armors and igniters appraised. You just have to ask any shop tenant and they should be able to handle it. Unidentified weapons or armors or magic igniters you attain can be appraised at a shop. Once identified, they can then be equipped and used.
What is it you want?
I have a large variety of goods, so browse at your leisure. Appraise. Rustic accessory. And the Mo braid. Iron sword. Okay. And this one. The rest. Squire's bracelet. A bracelet that increases physical augments and strength. Let's equip that to you. You're my swordsman. Having a higher strength is always going to be good for you.
What can I do?
Nope. I'm looking for my quest. More is forward and prologue. To get the healer rank 10, yep. Help the Hush Time Bee. Save the prince from Necromancer takedown. That's the 21st. Okay, my bad. So we have time. It's the 12th.
All right then.
Let's see. Zapata family. Comforts. Recruitment center. Grand Mag. Hush Time Being. Well, let's go cheer up this lady.
Gonna be tough.
Let's do it. Oh, wonderful then. Please come this way. The Parapis, the Ujif, and the Mistari, and of course the Elda too. These tribes are bored by the other tribes. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You see, the executioner in this back alley, right? Dirty work like that is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Actually, no. There is one other option. Become an igniter experimentation subject. But there's no guarantee they'll survive those. What kind of experiments? Igniter experimentation. What does that entail? I don't know the specifics myself. Not many do. That's never a good sign. But you should still be careful all the same. Even though the igniters are now considered common and useful tools, blood is being spilled for their development. I know it. I don't have many people on my side, and I haven't been able to help many people yet, but knowing there are people like you out there gives me confidence to go on. People like you who see injustice and actually try to do something about it, this world will be a better place with more people like that. Looks like my support was a source of encouragement for her. I feel like my eloquence has improved.
All right.
Oh, I just looked at it. Courage, craven, wisdom, naive, tolerance, inflexible, eloquence, tongue-tied, and imagination, vapid. The eloquence describes me, actually, because I feel tongue-tied all the time. Oh, and it's like, okay, so your attribute chart here, or your royal virtues, it's like the chart is in the shape of a crown. That's cool. Oh, we got some fairy dust. Wait, Ghislaine should be... Our companion should be able to give us plenty of fairy dust. She's a fairy. It's not much, but here. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
We had a hearty exchange of opinions. It's time to get back to everyone. And then we'll do that quest to help cook. On days you don't visit a dungeon, you'll have enough energy left for activities at night. You can visit followers that are only available at night or hone your royal virtues. Galicia may have advice on what to do next. Back to Hush Time Being.
Alright then.
Should... Alright. Does this show me quests when you're not there? Okay.
Please, if you can help.
Talk to Fabian. We always get a flow of guests at night. Looks like it's gonna be another Hector mine. If you're free, could you let me... Oh, hold on. We always get a flood guests at night. Looks like it's gonna be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand with preparing food? If you'd like to help out, feel free to use the kitchen as you please. And if you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make red grass roasted bidou. Seems like Fabian's having a hard time. She does a lot for us, so the least we could do is return the favor and help her out when we can. If I help Fabian prepare my food, my tolerance should improve. Well, that reminds me. There was someone who wanted to know what it's like helping with the cooking here. We can knock 2 birds out with 1 stone. We should help Fabian out. Let's do it then. Now, if I do this one, will it stop me from... Will it still count towards the quest? That is something to consider. For reading. I'm gonna try it. I wish I could teach you, but you'll need to bring your own ingredients. Everything we have in there is reserved for our dining services. If you want to make red grass roasted bidou, you can only buy what you need from the market located in front of you. Okay. And red...
Yeah. That reminds me.
I'll help her with the cooking normally then. I appreciate the help. Now let's get you into the kitchen, shall we?
Next up
We've finished preparing the fish, so now we just have to put these in that pot. Okay, the next thing we need to prepare is a cockatoo woolly cloud omelet. The eggs in this dish are supposed to have a fluffy look and texture. How do we do that? I'm gonna say cook on a low heat.
Let's try this.
We need to cook over a low heat. Okay, so we let the residual heat slowly finish the eggs. Gotcha. Time to get started. Gleisha and I poured our hearts out into the preparation. The technique used in low heat allowed the eggs to develop a soft and airy texture. Let's serve it to customers. The customer wolfed down the whole plate. You're surprisingly good at this, Rimuru. Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
All right.
I continued to help out as the night went on. Oh right, someone wanted to hear more about the Honeybee Inn. I should visit a young man on Sunlimo Street.
Time marches on, and the age of a
New
new
king.
king draws nearer.
So we have a few days to complete the Necromancer quest, so I'm gonna do everything I can beforehand. That Necromancer, a day of claim, pretty ominous, but what does it even mean? Luisaur's or not, 'twas the Necromancer who committed those acts of brutality we witnessed at the royal funeral. He undoubtedly prepares more of the same. Well, we're going to put a stop to that corpse-robbing bastard before that happens. If the state army can't handle him, then it falls on us to do it. The day of calamity we were warned about is just 9 days away. We need to stop that Necromancer before then. Okay, so let's go report our quest to the guy on Sunlimo Street. I'm not going to run back and forth every time, so we'll just fast travel. Glad I got that cooking right, though. Ah, have you prepared perhaps helped out at the Hushed Honeybee? Please tell me what it was like there. So Honeybee's cooking. I recount to him the full story of my time as a sous chef. I see. So it's all in the preparation, if I'm hearing you right. It sounds as though Miss Fonbean is rather particular about the ingredients she uses. This red grass you mentioned, not just anyone get their hands on that here, can they? I knew she was no ordinary innkeeper. As I believe I mentioned, the place I work serves high-class clientele, and the head chef, not to mention the customers, put too much emphasis on tribe. Just being a Naida, I get a culture from Clemar, and Rahoga, nobles in particular, to be expected in society as it stands today. The head chef doesn't want people like that to even see me whole night, probably why he sticks me with all the busy work and chores. I suppose I should be grateful I have a job at all, but honestly, still, there's a lot of days when I question why I'm putting up with any of this. So, I just want confirmation of a simple fact I think I've always wanted to be true, that the skills of a chef have nothing to do with one's tribe. Hearing about the Hushed Honeybee has renewed my inspiration to keep cooking. I don't know where it'll take me, but I'm ready to throw myself into a proverbial frying pan. Oh, and of course, I need to thank you properly for what you've done. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Mission accomplished.
Helped the Hushed Honeybee in. I told the requester about how I helped the Hushed Honeybee, and he seemed satisfied with that, expressing his gratitude for reward. So increased wisdom and 2,000 money. Reeve. The money is Reeve.
All right.
Oh, that was a huge boost there. For better or for worse, we've learned a lot about the country's attitudes towards different tribes. Who knew prejudice could extend even to cooking? But it's heartening to know people are working to make it better, so we've got to keep up our own fight too. Let's see. Let's see, so there's a guy back here for investigation. Probably should talk to him. Why not take Braver? There's a nice feeling it's important to stop the smell of the roses. Besides, watch how the people in Grand Trad live might help broaden your horizons. Not now. Let's stop at that shop, get stuff for the food. I think it's over here. They get the ingredients.
I'm out of ideas.
All right.
What am I gonna do?
Huh, Elda, huh? Well, I don't mind you coming in if you're just going to eat. Sorry, but can I ask to keep your head down? The Sanctus programs won't hide their contempt for Elda if they see you. Why they hate Elda? Just so we're clear, it's not me who hates your kind, it's my customers. To be honest, I couldn't care less about tribal sensitivities. I once tried to hire a therapist girl, but the regulars wouldn't stand for it. Something about her being filthy. Though, if I could speak freely, I'd say the same things about most of Clemar. There's no kind way to say it, but that's simply how things are in both the city and this country. Take care of your business and be on your way, please, for both our sakes. Okay, so no, this isn't where you buy stuff. I should have paid more attention, to be honest. Probably go back and check. Nope, can't.
All right then.
Maybe on Sunshade Road. Comfort concoctions, maybe?
There right away.
And what is it you want?
Bye. Nope. Parchoir. Okay. Enough to appraise. I forget where to buy the ingredients for the red roast.
What can I do?
Oh, you talk to her again to get more points. That is good to know. Brawny merchant.
All right then.
Let's open shop, armor shop. I don't think I've gone down that road there, so we'll give it a try, see where it leads us. Grand Trad. Oh, it's just in our entrance to Sun Llama Street.
What will I do?
Okay. Well, we'll do the investigation.
Okay.
Try get up to 2, maybe.
Whoa.
The streets are packed, but at least it's not as huge of a crowd as the royal funeral had. Sure, are a bunch of nobles on the main street and around the Grand Cathedral. I see Clemar, Rogue, and even some Ishkia. I'm gonna butcher all these names. But if you head to back streets, you'll see more parapists. Guess that's what class divide looks like. And then there's you, the only Elder in town. It's crazy how people will say the most vile things right to your face. I don't let it get to me. That's very strong of you, but if anything does get under your skin, maybe make sure you speak up. Let's not hide from each other, okay?
Well,
Personally, I don't see much difference among the tribes, but I bet a lot of people would disagree with me there. Gaze out at the sights of the capital with Gallica makes me feel like I've broadened my wisdom. Okay, I got to the second level. Wisdom, I should be able to take the other quest.
wisdom.
Wisdom. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to make true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Gallica and I head home while discussing the people and stores we passed along the way. Back to a hushed honeybee.
Yeah.
I wish I could teach you. Yep. You need Badoo meat, pristine clearwater, and red grass. The butcher should have some pristine meat. The water merchant should have some pristine clearwater, and the red grass sold in the market near Grand Cathedral. But it may be hard to come by. The vendor does stock much. Come back when you... Okay, so we need to find a butcher. Any other information? Ingredients at Grand Trad. We'll buy this. There are a lot of ingredients available in Grand Trad. Right, if you want to cook something, the butcher sells Badoo meat, and there are shops selling red grass. The water shop sells pristine clear water, same as any city, really. And memory serves me, I heard something about being able to make a dish from Fabian's hometown. Why not try it out? I received a scrap of paper inscribed with information, just like I heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. Secret of the red grass shop. There's a stall at the market in front of the Grand Cathedral that sells red grass. You know, the herb that Fabian uses in a certain dish of hers. Matter of fact, red grass originates from the region where you'll also be able to find Fabian's hometown. It's not that far from Grand Trad, but the herb is difficult to find here. For that reason, the shop owner only sells to his trusted regulars. Any stranger who tries to buy it will get shooed away. But you're no stranger, are you? You already know Fabian, and of course, you're also an acquaintance of Grius. So if that's what you're after, try mentioning him to the shopkeeper. Get on that list of regulars of his, and you'll be able to obtain a fairly valuable ingredient. Receive scrap of paper inscribed for information. I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
All right then.
Okay. So...
Let's head there right away.
let's stop by all those places to get those ingredients. Okay. Mass shopkeeper. Young man, have you some interest in this shop's wares? Don't presume this is some paltry Mistari shop from the Maluvan archipelago to the Montreal. We have wares from all over the country. The costs sometimes reflect the fact accordingly. However, we've all sorts of things from gear with the power to heal to foodstuffs. Well, nothing you'd want in your kitchen. What do you mean by the last bit? This place is a little suspicious, but do you want to try buying something?
Talk.
A baked sweet that eases your anxiety when eating. Is that what you want? By the way, you have 0 right now. We'll buy it for now. We'll buy one of each. See what they do. Nope, that's recruitment center. There's the water merchant.
Tastes quite fresh.
Hehe, the panic at the cathedral, bringing in more people. You there, won't you buy some of our water? Buy. And then we need pristine, clear water. We'll buy a couple.
Cheers.
If I ever get a chance to cook somewhere, I should try use this. Okay, there's the stone. Herb sell. If you're interested in these herbs, sorry, but I only sell to my regulars. Grius, don't tell me. Are you the one that has been hanging around the honeybee lately? One of his friends? Truly, I've come from the same town as Fobbean, so Grius and I met a long time ago. The man helped me countless times. I was quite sad to hear of his passing, though I think that deep down I always knew that things with him would end like this. Anyways, I couldn't possibly turn away friend Agrius. So, were you looking for some of my red grass? Buy as much as you'd like. 150 reeve a piece or 4 for 500 reeve. I'll take the deal. Red grass seems like a useful cooking ingredient. You have 0 right now. What do you want to do? I'll buy it. Great, 4 red grass. Thank you kindly for your generosity. Feel free to come again anytime. Okay, and then... it's a butcher on the other side. I think they are. What do you sell? Good man, are you hungry at all? I'm so proud of food we sell. Well, I'm still getting the hang of making all this, so truth be told, I am so very much, but I figure I'll stave off your hunger. Well, isn't he an honest one, but it is true, fighting takes a lot of energy. Probably best to eat a good meal beforehand. Not right now, sorry. The burly butcher. That whole cathedral business. What has brought in a lot of customers? I'd have no choice but stay open, so what will you have? We'll buy, and the Badumi. We'll buy 4. Thank you. If I ever find somewhere to cook. Okay, should have all the ingredients. Ishkia artist. Oh my, an elder, and one with such beautiful eyes at that. Have my paintings caught your eyes? If so, you better taste some of my parents. Ha! But I do apologize. All the work here were commissioned by the nobility. So what can I offer you? Aside from my paintings, I sell glass work as well. Even the sanctors buy them to decorate their churches. My glasswork protects its owners from all manners of misfortune, including illness. Just carrying it will place you under God's protection. And best of all, I sell at a price even commoners can afford. What do you say? That's a little expensive for me. Oh, did not strike your fancy? A shame. If you ever change your mind, do come again. Well, it looks like there's no quests here, so I'm gonna make a trip back to Hushed Honeybee. And talk to Fabian. I want to make a red grass. Looks like I have all the ingredients to make a red grass roasted bidou. Well, let's get you prepped and into the kitchen, shall we?
Next up is
Let's see here. A red grass roast, right? No problem. Fabian taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe.
oh, right.
How about we make a few tweaks to the dish while we're at? Take it away, Chef Galicia. Why not? You take the lead, Galicia. Can I? Let's go big then. Some milk, some fuel. Oh god! Just reading this scares me. Let's go big then. Heh, some milk, some fruit peel for the citrus zest, and some fish eyes for flavor. Fish eye. Galicia and I pour our hearts into the preparation. I can't put my finger why, but the dish smells particularly repugnant.
Kinda weird.
Fabi ended up having to cook the dish herself. I'm grateful to her, but I also feel bad for giving her more work to do. Help out didn't go very well, but I feel like my tolerance has improved a little bit.
All right.
Red grass roasted bidou. I continue to help out as the night went on.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Let's stop by the igniter shop.
Let's go.
This is the closest one, honestly. Not gonna buy anything from this guy. But I should have the ability to do this quest now. Both since I did a few quests for people. Stop by the shop real quick, see what they have, because I haven't done that yet. And real quick, what's my recording time at? I'll record a bit more. At this establishment, we only sell the best magic igniters in the whole country. It is our policy to decline service to certain tribes, including the Elder. I'm sorry, but I must apologies, but I must ask you to leave. That's unacceptable. First of all, magic igniters are premium, high-end products. Even if I did want to serve you, I couldn't do so without the permission of an association representative. And just who is this representative? That'd be Lady Bridget Lycon. She is also in charge of operations of this igniter shop. Ah, says the lady outside. Well, at least I have it as a fast travel point now.
Back again.
What is it? Come to ask about the job? The lady owns the igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be crazy decent. At least describe the job. If I put my overflowing wisdom on display, I'll be able to stand my ground from people as powerful as this woman.
Yes.
Well, I suppose you really are more than you seem. I certainly can't imagine Grius would have worked with any normal child. Glad to hear it. Now I'd like to see what you're made of.
Allow me to
Introduce myself.
My name is Brigitte. I run this shop and manage trade of magic igniters.
I honestly did not expect him to have this voiced.
This is your first time in Grand Tract, you mentioned. Then, what do you think of magic igniters?
They make things easier.
I suppose they make some things easier.
Aha! Situationally easier, but not broadly useful, eh? You have a good grasp of it then. Alright, next. Are you good at keeping secrets?
That's a secret.
That's a secret.
Are you trying to be funny? At least you're not short on nerve. Then, I have one last question. Do you believe in God?
Not the one everyone else does. I have my own beliefs.
In other words, not the god of sanctism. Well, that's enough for me. Yes, I think there's potential in you. I'd like to ask you to handle an extermination mission. You're fit for the task.
Okay
The
then.
fact is, our trade route for Ignitus has been, shall we say, compromised. A local monster's apparently made the place its feeding grounds. Evidence suggests its actual nest is near the place I personally checked out. I want you to go there, find it, and exterminate it.
Wait, hold on just a moment. You're asking us to handle something so important? Is that even okay?
I'm asking you precisely because it's so important. There are reasons I'd rather not bring this to the guard.
They probably tried to extort you or something. The government seems pretty corrupt so far.
I usually prefer discretion with these sorts of things anyway. Especially with groups like them. But if Grius trusts you, then I certainly can.
How are you connected with Grius?
I hardly think that there's discussion right now.
What do you think? Does seem like she could use the help, but
I say we
You will be
trust her.
compensated, of course, and generously. There's also the option of discounts on my stock, if that appeals.
Doing this.
Additionally, rumor has it there's even treasure to be found at the monster nest. I'd say the potential rewards are a fair match for the risk.
As long as we don't have to fight a dragon yet, I don't think I'm prepared for that. It is a strange request, but someone connected to Grius probably wouldn't try to trick us. Yeah, Grius was a pretty cool guy. It doesn't seem like a bad deal between the compensation and the treasure.
I hope you've no objections to the job.
Alright.
Understood.
Thank you. You're bound for the Lega corridor. It's only a short distance away from here.
This one's important.
So this one seems... I need to slay Gubitaros in the Balega corridor. Then from in Grand Trad, who's usually at the Hush Time Be In on Sunshade Road, should have more details.
it's here. Just think of the goodies that might be hiding inside.
They'll face danger here.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Well,
If you don't have a way there, I'll lend you my carriage. Not the kind of trip you'll want to make on foot. You can leave the city through the large gate south of the central street. Don't die out there now.
yep. Okay. The monster at Belga Corridor, right? I bet an informant would know something about it. Hunting outside the city is a good idea, but don't forget our mission is in the Grand Cathedral. To get there, you can exit from the large south gate or speak with me and I'll call for a carriage. Okay, well, I personally think this is a good point to end this episode at. This is part 6. If you liked, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would greatly help. Thank you so much for watching.